as we're going to continue our little stream of psychic explorations. And this time we're going to switch over to something to anticipate. Collective readings. So for these readings, I invite you to think about not just your sun and your moon, and come on, little girl. My cat is there. She ate something. But anyway, for these readings, besides your sun, your moon, your rising, I invite you to think about also too your 8th house and 12th house. We're going into our intuitive sides. So that's why I invite you to take a look at your natal chart if you don't know it already. Find out your moon sign, find out your 8th house sign, find out your 12th house sign, and what planets are in there, if any. What energy resides there. Think about how that corresponds to your sun, and think about corresponds to your rising, how people treat you, how they react to you, and what do you feel? What have you been feeling? As these are collective energies, we are pulling on a message for right now, a trend to be watched by you at whatever time you happen to come across this video. This is a part of a reoccurring series. You can check out other videos here on my channel. Shall we jump into it? Trying to think if there's any other caveats. Oh, thank you for the like. Yes, if you appreciate my time, do let me know. Do give me a thumbs up. And if you have any comments, please do share. I won't be time stamping this, but I will list the order of the elements in either the title or the description. So feel free to jump around. I think we're all ready to jump in. Let's go and see something to anticipate. Who will we start with? I'm going to start off with air. Let's go and start off with Gemini. Hello. Let's start off with a Gemini collective. So that would be Gemini Sun. Welcome, welcome. That will be Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising, Gemini 8th house, Gemini 12th house. Okay, that's the collective energies that we are exploring. Let's see, Gemini. Something to anticipate. 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, bottom of the deck energy, Devil. Someone's been taking advantage. Well, first of all, someone's been stubborn in this energy. King of Wands, Devil, strong Libra energy here with 3 of Swords, 2 of Swords. Gemini, if you have Libra energy in your chart, take a look at where it is located and also to what planets are involved. Hello. And see if there's been some particular slight or some particular injustice that has happened to you in that area. Something to anticipate, though. I have stubborn energy. Someone doesn't want to give in to an injustice they've done towards you. Likewise, though, the issue is not going away. Issue is not going away. Thank you for the like. So 4 of Pentacles, also too, strong Capricorn energy here. Gemini, strong Capricorn energy, strong Libra energy. You could also look at this in terms of timing. Timing would be early fall to mid-January. I have High Priestess. 2 of Pentacles, some more Capricorn energy coming in, and 4 of Wands. Gemini, something to anticipate for you. My cat's like, oh, were you really going to lean all your cards against me? I guess not. High Priestess, 2 of Pentacles, the World. Gemini, an injustice that you have, that someone put upon you. It may seem, Gemini, like that's a closed issue and nothing more is happening, but in the background, behind the scenes, this issue still is alive and well. It's not going away for the person or parties that did you an injustice. And Gemini, give it some time. Give it some time for things to be resolved. They're going to be resolved without necessarily your input. It now has a life of its own. It has feet of its own, and trust that it will be resolved. Bottom of the deck energy too, we have Gemini energy with 8 of Swords, King of Pentacles. Let's see what else we have. 10 of Cups. Be patient, Gemini, with these 4s coming up. 4 could be relevant. It could also be the amount of time that you have to wait. And then we also have 2s. It could be 2 to 4 months, 2 to 4 weeks, especially with that strong Capricorn energy coming up here. But know that you don't have to go and do anything more. It has legs. It's walking. And give it a little bit of time. You'll hear some positive news in a little bit of time. All right, that's something to anticipate for Gemini placements. An injustice that you feel like you hit a brick wall with. That will be resolved. I'm also going to say, Gemini, before I go off to the next sign, I said that it has legs and you don't necessarily have to do anything to it. But that also doesn't mean, Gemini, that you wash your hands of it. It's not going anywhere because it has legs, but also too, Gemini, at least energetically, don't forget as well what happened. It's going to work out for you. Just give it, as I said, a little more time. All right. Let's check out the next air sign. Let's check out Aquarius. Aquarius placements. Something to anticipate for Aquarius. 3 of Wands in the World. Something's coming your way, Aquarius. Partnership is coming your way. New connections are coming your way. One could also say too, Aquarius, with 3 of Pentacles and the World here, and also to that bottom of the deck energy of Knight of Cups with a 5 of Cups. Well, this is very heavy Scorpio energy. So in this energy, Aquarius, do you have any creative projects that you've been working on and maybe haven't been getting the type of reception that you want? We could also be talking about love connections. This is something, though, that motivates you, ultimately. Something that you enjoy doing. Could be people who you enjoy being with, but something that you enjoy doing. And there's been a letdown for that. Basically, a new scene is coming for you, Aquarius. Could be a new job, could be new social circles. But I do see your landscape changing. Your landscape has to change. 5 of Cups. What you see, you cannot unsee. So 3 of Wands for Aquarius. Let's find out more about that 3 of Wands. I have the Star, Aquarius energy. I have 5 of Wands and the Sun. Very strong fire here, Aquarius. I'm going to push this down because my cat does not like the whole deck on her. Very strong fire. It's very strong Leo energy, 5 of Wands, and Sun is Leo energy. I also have Aries energy here. Actually, I have really strong Leo energy here. We consider bottom of the deck energy too of strength. Okay, Aquarius, where you have been, either who you've been with or where you've been, maybe both. Has it been working for you? Hasn't been supporting you? Definitely has been draining more energy than feeding you. And also, too, your growth probably has been pretty much a struggle if you were able to get anything accomplished so far. And Aquarius, something to anticipate. I see a whole new change coming up for you. Also, too, think about it. 5s are, again, that kinetic energy. We had 5 of Pentacles skirting around here. We have 5 of Wands. The situation that you have been in up to now, Aquarius, is going to change. Too volatile, Aquarius, for it to stay. It's not allowing you to stay. It's going to force you to move, but you're going to move off into a better scene, Aquarius. You're leaving a bunch of things behind, Aquarius, and you're going to be able to get some real growth done, whether that, again, is with the people who's around you or the work that you're doing or both. That's something to anticipate for Aquarius. Timing. Not really getting so much timing. I mean, we have summer energies here, we have Aquarian energies here, and we have spring energies here. But essentially, what I do know is that the situation that you're in is pretty much over. And everyone that you're dealing with this point up and prior, they're not going to be in your life for much longer. And that'll be a good thing, Aquarius. You were putting too much effort with resistance and friction that those people or situations were giving you. All right. Next air sign, that will be Libra. So Libra collective, that's a Libra moon, a Libra sun, a Libra rising. And then because these are, again, our intuitive sides, things that are not obviously seen but still felt, I'd like you to also consider your Libra 8th house, Libra 12th house. Okay, those are the collectives, or the energies within the collectives. Libra. What do I have for Libra? Something to anticipate for Libra. Finally, some success is coming your way, Libra. One could also say in this energy, Libra, how is your, do I call it your public persona? The people who you've been surrounding yourself with, the people who come around you thus far, how have they been regarding you, assisting you, dealing with you? I'm curious in this energy, Libra, because I see things getting a lot more dynamic with you, for you. But in this energy, definitely though, you have been gathering attention. Perhaps gathering attention, Libra, from those who you veered off in another direction from. Perhaps, Libra, you've cut out support, or you've been cut off from support from people who wanted you to go their way, and you said, I don't quite think so. I have my own vision of success. And I understand that first, that success must come from me. Either way, this is slow energy towards your goals. But Libra, I have a breakthrough coming for you. Could be this coming year, could be in a few weeks, could be mid-December energy. But those are timing cards coming up here. Let's go and check out more this Ace of Pentacles. I guess I will also say, Libra, too, if you have any Capricorn placements in your chart, take a look at where that Capricorn energy may sit. And think about, too, if the qualities of that house or those planets that do have that in your chart, is that something that you have been working towards and anticipating? Something to go and check out. So Ace of Pentacles, I have King of Cups, Ace of Cups. Well, Libra, one thing's for sure. I'm doing Libra, right? I did Gemini, I did Aquarius, this is Libra, just making sure. One thing's for sure, Libra. You're going to get support like you have not experienced to date yet. You're going to get a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of buy-in for what before you walked away from what before you did the slow walk of I don't know, just your own path, cutting down the weeds and briar and brush off into the wilderness, off without support. It feels like not the kind of support that you should have had, when it feels like you had instead resistance. But Libra, I don't know what you've been working on, Libra, working towards. But I do know that regardless if you've been striving for something towards your life goals, whether that's work, whether that is a significant other, I do know that you're going to have people here who are going to support you. And the vision, Libra, of what you want to do and what you're committed to, Libra, you're going to get buy-in and support for that on a scale that you haven't received yet to date. People are going to see your vision, believe in your vision, and support you. As I said, in this energy could be, it's definitely relationships, partnerships, and people believing in you, whether that is on a romantic friendship level or a work level or both. Is yet how it boils down to you on the individual level. That's something to anticipate, Libra. You have new beginnings, and that new beginnings for you are really supportive people who are going to throw their weight behind you. All right. Next element. Let's see what we will do. Do Earth. We'll do Capricorn. So Capricorn placements. Something to anticipate for Capricorn. Let's see, Capricorn. I have a Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, 9 of Swords, Capricorn. What have you been hoping for in your heart and yet afraid to vocalize? Or if you have vocalized it, Capricorn, have you already been squashing down the possibility of it even happening? Something that you hope for so much that it's disappointing to think that you've already set yourself with maybe being the realist or the pessimist. I'd like, but there's something in here that you really want, but you've kind of have silenced it down for yourself, but inside your heart, you still want it. Nine of Swords with 10 of Wands tells me, Capricorn, this is something that you have put a lot of thought, a lot of effort into. You try to make something bloom, a Capricorn. And you gave it time to Capricorn to come through, almost in this energy to Capricorn. It's like we are talking about recognition, either recognition or acknowledgement for what you have shared so far, what you have contributed so far, what you have worked for so far. And also, too, in this energy, Capricorn, it's not work or effort that you put towards yourself for your own gains. You put this energy forth, Capricorn. You put it forth for yourself, but moreover, Capricorn, you put it forth for either the people or the causes or both that you care about. And you've done that over a period of time, Capricorn. Waiting for acknowledgement, recognition, also to positive growth towards what you have been building towards, working towards, being patient for. Energies popping up here, Capricorn. Well, I have Cancer, I have Aquarius, I have Sagittarius, I have Gemini. But those are just sort of energies that are floating around. Capricorn, let's take a closer look. I have the Star, Capricorn. I have Page of Pentacles. I have Ace of Swords, bottom of the deck energy, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles. One would almost say in this energy, Capricorn, I don't know if I'm talking about family here or if I'm just simply talking about closer than professional relationships, maybe friendly professional relationships to friends, to family, but they're closer than professional relationships. But somewhere along the line, Capricorn, how you operated or they operated, the directions to go veered. Also, too, in this energy could be what constituted success. Maybe your vision of success, Capricorn, did not match up to what their idea of success looked like. And also, too, how to get there. Of course, Three of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. How to get there, what ideas to implement, how to move, perhaps, too, in this energy, though I'm not really getting so much of that. But there is a little bit of leadership. Whose leadership to follow? But it feels like more strongly here, Capricorn, whose ideas to follow? Whose ideas to validate and what methods to obtain or to build out those ideas. And then we go back again to the energy that comes up again of recognition, acknowledgement, what you have been patient for, what you have been working towards, what you have been trying to share, and how has that been acknowledged, received, even considered seriously. Capricorn, what I'm getting here is, now I don't know about that whole group that you have been working with or working against, but I do see in this energy, Capricorn, you are going to go and get validation. Someone is going to want to give your ideas, your methods, a platform, a voice, something that you feel very strongly about, a way of either a method of realizing something. I'm not really getting so much relationship in terms of romance or anything. If it is, then it's like a working relationship or something that you build for that. But I am getting here that with your ideas, what you want to do and how you want to build it out, Capricorn. And it's been, as I said, something that you've held inside internally, waiting for it to start to be realized, start to be jumped on by other people to also want to build out. I see that starting. I'm going to start out small, and this energy could just be one person, one pivotal person. But that's something to anticipate, Capricorn. You're going to start getting a chance to build out the baby steps of what you have been working towards for a long time. You're going to start seeing success in that area, something that you've held inside your heart, something that you could have even said, well, this is what I'd like to do, but right now I'd like to do A, but right now I'm doing T, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. Right? Instead of starting out here, you're settling with over there. But I see that shifting for you. A big dream. You're going to get the opportunity to go and work on the baby steps of it. Energies coming up here: Cancer, Libra, and Aquarius. You could consider too, Capricorn, where those energies again sit in your chart, and think about the planets and the houses that are associated with it. Is anything there connected with your large dreams, your big dreams that you have constantly been pushing towards, building out, wishing to work more on? Thank you for the like. So we're still on Earth, right? Let's go on to Virgo. Right, let's go and check out the Virgo collective. Let's see something to anticipate for Virgo. Page of Swords, Eight of Swords. Well, clarity is coming for you, Virgo. Now, in this energy, Virgo, we'll find out more. I'm not sure if clarity is coming for you, something that you have felt, but perhaps hasn't been validated yet. You will get very obvious, direct acknowledgement of that. Or Virgo, this could be asking you to be more direct. We'll find out more. But we have a Page of Swords. We have directness coming. We have clarity coming. Sword energy, Queen of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Well, first of all, Virgo, what I'm getting here, Virgo, is a little surprised with all this sword energy coming up. Of course, Nine of Pentacles is Virgo energy. We also have swirling around here Libra and Gemini energy. Virgo, in this energy, I don't know if someone was trying to railroad you into a specific type of position. Also, too, in this energy, Virgo, they could have been taking advantage of you. Could have been using, Virgo, something that you did or something that you do quite well and not really showing full appreciation for all that you have done. There's that energy here um, in this bottom of the deck energy. You know, something here, a Virgo, wasn't reciprocated or wasn't, um, it was appreciated, but it didn't trickle down to you. Something that you have been owed. Something that you've been owed. Could be simple clarity. It could also be something more than that with the Five of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. All that energy, Virgo, tells me outwardly something that you have been doing. Someone's been benefiting, not exactly you. That's also going around in the background here. So, Page of Swords. I have the Moon. Nine of Pentacles again. And I have the Chariot. Four of Swords. Four of Wands. Two of very stable energy. Okay, something to anticipate for you, Virgo. Now, we're keeping it a high level. So whether this is your friends, whether it is your work, I don't feel it's quite family unless you're working with your family or have a very friend-like relationship with your family. But there is well, first of all, there's a balance that you provide. You know that you are very much valued in a connection. Your participation also too is quite necessary in a partnership. You provide a lot of stability in that which you work on or that which you involve yourself with, Virgo. You provide some necessary stability towards that things are able to get done. It's something to anticipate, Virgo. Essentially, I see appreciation coming your way. I see acknowledgement coming your way. Virgo, could be the only reason why you're getting that coming your way is because you're going to have an opportunity to go off into another direction. An offer is coming your way for a new direction. You have a choice to make, Virgo, something to anticipate. Do you remain where you are, where you do sort of have you have the feel for it? You also know what to expect from it. But Virgo, what I see here is new avenues opening up for you. Could be friendship, could be work, but you have new avenues that are opening up for you because ultimately where you are invested in, who you spend time with, what you spend time on is, well, you elevate things. And because I see you elevating things, I see something better coming your way. A new direction, a stronger direction. People are going to vie, Virgo, to keep you or to woo you, one or the other. That's something to anticipate. Whatever sort of appreciation that you have been getting up to now, it's not as much as they should have been distributing, if that's the best word to use, your way. And there's another avenue coming your way to say, do you want to try it? Will you stay with a familiar, Virgo? Will you break out into a new direction? I'm also going to say, Virgo, too, The moon with Chariot is going to be something that is definitely going to interest you. You'll definitely be drawn to. And it'll be a change for you. You'll have to go and well, you'll be utilizing your best skills. I can assure you that, to your full ability to use them. All right. Let's check out the next earth sign. That would be Taurus. That's something to anticipate for Taurus. Oh, still 2 cards. Oh, a bunch of cards there. What were those cards that want to pop out? Now I have to look at them. 2 of Pentacles. The strength of your bonds, Taurus. What bonds do you keep, Taurus? Why do you hold on to certain things so strongly, Taurus? What ties you to an area, Taurus? What supports you, Taurus? Anyway, of course, Hierophant is Taurus energy. Something to anticipate. Are you growing, Taurus? Especially with that 2 of Wands and strength that came out with bottom of the deck energy of Star, 4 of Wands, Temperance, and Knight of Swords. Looks like you're getting some momentum, Taurus, towards stability, momentum towards what you are naturally good at, momentum towards your dreams, what you have been hoping for. Stability, but also too more than that. I have a gain. I have a big gain for you, Taurus. It could also be in this energy too, Taurus. I don't know, but we'll find out. But it could also be in this energy. What have you been pushing? What have you been separating yourself from and pushing towards? That precise thing, Taurus, could be exactly what's coming to meet you. Hierophant gets the Hermit. Hangman. And Justice. Bottom of the deck energy, Page of Pentacles. It definitely, Taurus, something that you've been pushing yourself for and towards. It's working out for you. Taurus, what got crushed for you? What got crushed and yet you've still been hoping for it, working towards it also? Very, not quite jittery isn't the word that I want, but like a fish. You know how sometimes fishes thrash, even when fishes are traveling upstream, right? They're traveling against the current, putting out a lot of effort, understanding that it's a struggle, but still, so what, not settling for it and still pushing ahead, accepting the losses as lessons and moving ahead, because you know that you cannot remain where you are right now, Taurus. To do so would not be living. Even struggling, it's still living, because you know that you're not accepting what's being thrown at you. Taurus, that's the background of the energy that I have here, something to anticipate. First of all, Hermit with whatever this is, Hangman. Long energy, Taurus. Very long energy. In the works for a while, Taurus. Progress being made, if any, slow. And finally, it's going to be resolved, Taurus. What have you been struggling against, going upstream against, not accepting, Taurus? Because there's no way in actuality that you could accept what you have been actively going against the current for. Because you know that's not where you can belong, where you're meant to stay. And you also know it's not where even you can rest for a minute. And in this energy, as I said, long drawn out energy. I don't know if we're talking about the better part of a year or even two in this energy, the better part of a cycle. Ultimately, Taurus, what we're talking about here is not having the foundation, the support to start building something solid. What have you been walking around? Kochi, what have you been, cat, what have you been walking around, who's also a Taurus, by the way. What have you been walking around in eggshells on? Because that's the remedy that's coming up here for you, Taurus. And that remedy is going to be recognition, solidity. Something unshakable, Taurus, is coming your way to be built by you. Wherever you have been jittered or whatever the fishies do when they travel upstream, flopping, flip-flopping towards, against, in a direction. That's precisely, Taurus, where big time stability is coming for you. One that, Taurus, that was a phase. And your next phase, Taurus, in that Pacific area will be unshakable. You put in the time for it, Taurus. You put in a lot of time for it. That is something to anticipate for Taurus. I think I did all the earth signs, right? I did Capricorn, I did Virgo, I did Taurus. Let's go on to, I think we have fire and water left. Let's go into water. Something to anticipate for Pisces. Pisces sun, Pisces moon, 10 of Cups is Pisces. Pisces rising, Pisces 12th house. Now, the native energy of the 12th house is Pisces. Pisces 8th house, Piscean collective. Let's see, something to anticipate for Pisces. I have the moon, which of course is Piscean energy, Knight of Cups. I have movement towards, first of all, Pisces, movement towards that which you love. Also, two Pisces in this energy, something to anticipate. What happens now, Pisces, don't anticipate or expect what happens now to be built upon, do I say facts or a foundation or stuff? Really, what happens now, Pisces, what is about to happen now, Pisces, is entirely all in the ether zone, in your thoughts, in your heart, that which you cannot see, but you feel, that which makes your heart grow warm, Pisces, that which inspires you, Pisces, that which you feel most drawn to, Pisces. Doesn't have to make sense, Pisces. You don't have to necessarily connect the dots of point A to point B, point C, etc. It's all about there. And where is that there for you, Pisces? that part where you've set your third eye upon not even your actual irises, but something that you can feel and see even with your eyes closed and your mind on a million other things. Thank you for the like and hello. So, Knight of Cups, Temperance, Two of Cups. Energies that are popping up here, Pisces. I have Scorpio, Cancer, and Sagittarius energies. It's also two Pisces in this energy, like a little bit of a fast forward snapshot of everything that you've been through. You've been through a lot, Pisces. You've met a lot of people, Pisces. You have gone through a lot of circumstances and situations, Pisces. And Pisces, you've never allowed yourself to be distracted by things that don't serve you, things that, are not healthy for you. Also, too, in this energy, it's all about support, Pisces. Also, too, what I'm getting here as well is, Pisces, what kind of people and situations have you been on that perhaps have tried to crunch you, diminish you, restrict you, define you, box you in? I already said limit you, but in that energy too, Pisces, I see that there is that in there, especially defining or trying to define, trying to influence what your North Star is, Pisces, precisely what we were talking about with the moon. Anyway, bottom deck is all of that, Pisces. And ultimately, what I have here, oh, what pretty energy I have with the moon. Let's find out more. So the moon, I have a Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and I have Strength. Three of Swords, bottom of the deck energy, Nine of Cups, Piscean energy. Look at that, flanked by Libra energy. Energies coming up here. I have Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Libra, with again some Scorpio and Cancer. Pisces, first of all, this energy is about choosing your own happiness. Many different paths for you to consider. Also, too, many things that are available and open to you. And maybe you've explored it, Pisces, maybe you haven't, but ultimately this is about choosing your own path and understanding that as you choose your own path and what's best for you, you're closing doors, situations, environments, situations, and moving past it. Something to anticipate for you, Pisces. More people are coming, Pisces. More people are coming, Pisces, that you have to go and see exactly where the benefits are, because there are benefits for you to go and gain, Pisces, if you deal with them. If there's no benefits to deal with, to gain, then don't deal. But I do see more people for you to come with, or more people coming towards you, and Pisces, they have benefits for you to obtain. And also, too, in this energy, Pisces, not exactly where you're supposed to remain. Pisces, don't get comfortable because you can make something work. I see new situations, new people coming to you, and I do see it being a little, what's the word? Not quite nice. Well, maybe it is nice. I don't know. Comfortable, or you can work with it. You can not, it's better than bearable. But ultimately what I'm getting here is don't remain comfortable in some breathing room or some situations that you can work quite well. Ultimately, Pisces, something to anticipate. You're going to go and meet new people, new situations, but you're meant to gather some very pertinent things and then continue. Pisces, your journey for where you need to go, where your North Star is still in motion. And Pisces, as long as it isn't 100% what you want, what you feel you deserve, don't stop moving, Pisces. Take each step as it arises, Pisces. You're going to get stronger, Pisces. That's something to anticipate for you. Let's see the next water sign. That would be Cancer. Shall we do Cancer? We have Cancer and Scorpio, and then we have fire. So, something to anticipate for Cancer. Let's go and see. That would be a Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising, Cancer 12th house, Cancer 8th house. Let's see, Cancer. Something to anticipate for Cancer. Hermit. Well, first of all, Cancer, I almost want to say, how supported are you, Cancer? Because in this energy, it's big energy. It's big energy, it's bold energy, it's strong energy. It's also energy here, Cancer, that not many can walk alongside you by. That's why I ask, how many people do you have around you, Cancer? A small amount in this energy. People can follow you, Cancer. People can be above you or in front of you. People can be behind you. People can be to the sides. They can't exactly be beside you, next to you, because you're large. And also, too, in this energy, Cancer, intimidating. Also, too, in this energy, Cancer, precisely that which you're driven by, precisely that which you work on, work towards, go through your day in the energy of, building the energy of, constantly continuing the energy of, Cancer. Just whatever it is that you have been doing, that you do. It's like a barrier that keeps people at a certain distance. They can't get close. But they are watching. Also, in this energy that's coming up, Cancer will find out more about Hermit. There's something coming your way. Some things approaching your way. Some people have been considering you, Cancer. Also could be in this energy that which you... Well, first of all, as I said, I have large energy for the reasons I just mentioned. And in here, there's two meanings that we can glean from here. And one is something could be coming your way, Cancer, that makes you stop, stay, open up to. That's part of the energy that's here. The other part of the energy is that, and maybe they're combined, Cancer, is that someone could be either watching you for a long time or based on what you've been doing, Cancer, that could draw someone to you. Attracted to what you have been doing for a long time. One or the other. You think about it in the energy of, oh, maybe Cancer, you have been working on creating a really great cup of tea. And maybe Cancer, if I was to use an analogy, a long-winded analogy, maybe you've been out there in the fields growing that tea, and then you dried the tea and whatever else with the tea. And somebody's been watching that. And maybe in this energy, somebody comes because they've been watching you do the whole tea process, literally from, planting bushes and whatnot. And also in this energy, maybe after doing all that work to make tea, Cancer, as it's brewing, the smell brings someone and they say, oh, just what I was looking for, just what I have been looking for. And that energy is both there. Anyway, we have Hermit for something to anticipate for Cancer. I don't really recall the other cards that I just pulled, but we have Virgo here. Yeah, some Aries energy coming up here. 9 of Swords and a King of Swords. Well, Cancer, remember when I just gave the analogy of you could be going through all the steps to make tea, and either someone's been watching you, Cancer, and they come forth because they like the way you make tea, or Cancer, they could just smell that tea being brewed. Not quite Chicken Little energy, in case there's an analogy there too, but not quite. A little different. It's all about timing, right? Someone's going to admire the way you operate, Cancer. They're going to admire the way you operate, but they're still going to wonder if you are too large for them, too much for them, too dangerous perhaps for them even, too not controllable enough for them perhaps. Maybe too you'd see flaws that they would prefer not to go and be known. Cancer, I see you being approached by someone who is impressed with what you have been doing. But Cancer, that person is not 100% legitimate. Now, I don't know if they're not legitimate in their own ego. Maybe they have some inferiority complexes, and it's as simple as that. Maybe Cancer, they are actually doing some shady stuff, which they prefer to keep quiet. That's something to anticipate, Cancer. They could think, Cancer, that you are too much for them, too much of a wild card for them, too strong for them, too independent for them. And maybe, Cancer, you would suss something out about them that they would prefer that no one knew about. That's something to anticipate. A possible partner, but at the same time, worried about you knowing too much or finding out too much, finding out the truth about them. Energies here. Well, I have Libra, Gemini, not Libra, excuse me, Gemini, Aries, Virgo, and strong air, someone who's not stupid. Not stupid, but also not doing things what they appear, what they present is not what they're doing. All right, let's go on to the next sign. That would be Scorpio. Scorpio. Something to anticipate for the Scorpio collective. Now, native energy for 8th house is Scorpio, so perhaps there's something there for everyone. Leave that up to you and how Scorpio energy plays into your chart. Something, let's go and see, to anticipate for Scorpio. Tower is Scorpio energy, and I have the World. Boom. Well, something's being finally laid to rest, Scorpio. You know, in this energy, it could be as simple as communication. Communication that allows big changes. All I know in this energy for big changes, Scorpio, it is a celebration of you. And I do know in this energy too, Scorpio, things are about to get radically better. Not sure if I'm liking this bottom of the deck energy as I dig more and more into it. Scorpio, I have a lot of air here, but I also have people who kind of like consciously decide to undercut you and squeeze you out. A little Pacific there. Hello. Scorpio, is that something that you have dealt with? I say dealt with too because 5 of Pentacles and 10 of Swords tells me that, you know, pretty much over unless this energy is in, you know, currently happening. But what I have here in the energy underneath is kind of ick. As I said, people or person with authority, person with sway and influence was able to basically cut you out. And a little treacherous energy here too, trying to take a whole bunch of things from you, trying to take what you deserve, what you earned, what you should have away from you. Anyway, what I have here, Scorpio, is I have good news coming, something to anticipate. I have a celebration of you. I have you rising past what others have tried to squash you in. I do have significant air here, Taurus and, well, Scorpio energy. But that could also just be which I'm kind of feeling it more as that, just a really strong determination, Scorpio, to get you out of their spot, their energy, their arena. Scorpio, somebody considered you too big of a threat, too much competition, Scorpio, and they wanted you out. They didn't like how you were growing, how you were progressing, where you could go. So they decided to go and remove you. Thank you for the like. So let's go and find out more about this world. World for Scorpio, that really wants to fall out, a 4 of Wands. But let's go and see what else we get, Scorpio. I have a 4 of Cups. I have a 10 of Pentacles. And I have Chariot, very strong Cancerian energy here, Scorpio. Do you have Cancer in your chart somewhere? Scorpio, if you do, check it out because that's some of the areas that you're going to see really big movement in. I have Cancer and Virgo in this energy, but can't Scorpio. You're going to see that everything that's gone down was a good thing, because you are headed in a direction. You know, it's almost like Scorpio, you were on a certain set of train tracks, and then your train got derailed. Oh, train robbery happened, right? And you went off in another direction. And perhaps you left some things behind, Scorpio, but you're going to gain so much more in that new direction. Scorpio, you have good news coming. You have a new phase coming. Could start as earlier as next year. You could have already been in the process of it come this fall. Could have started seeing some significant movement out of the current phase that you've been in and walking away from, moving towards working out of. That oh, hello, Mandy. So I actually already did Capricorn. I did Earth signs as the second collective. First one, I believe, was air. Second was earth. We're on water. And fire is going to be the final one. So you can, I'm not quite sure how long each reading has been. I haven't been paying attention. But go back past the water signs. The second collective that I did is earth. And I do think Capricorn was the fourth sign that I read for. After I did all the air signs, I believe I did Capricorn right after that. No worries, no worries. So, yes, Scorpio, that's what I see for you. I see a new phase coming your way. Next year should be very good for you, Scorpio. And you're going to get some. Oh, I see really stunning energy for you, moving towards a type of stability and excitement, really. Something that you feel motivated to do that you would have not had before. Also, too, in this energy, Scorpio, you could move. There could be movement for you. There could be an offer to move. You could see yourself too, Scorpio. I don't know, as I said, in that energy that's there. Maybe you could have seen what's here for me in this current, wherever you are. And there could be some big movement coming. Anyway, you have big changes coming one way or the other. And they're good changes. You're going to be going so much more farther. I'm not going to say faster, but you're going to be going so much more farther than you would have been able to otherwise. So, thank you for the like. Let's go and check out. So I did all the water signs. I think I did Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Let's check out fire. Start off with Aries. So Aries collective, that would be Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries rising, Aries 8th house, Aries 12th house. Something to anticipate for the Aries collective. Page of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. What has taken so long for it to come this way, Aries? Also, too, in this energy, Aries, maybe now people are going to start I don't know, showing interest, giving offers, communication. In this energy too, Aries, people could be getting more conversations happening, but they're small ones. I don't know if they're trifling ones, but I see more people communicating with you, more people dealing with you. I don't know if there are more people offering you things. Maybe they do want your time. I don't know if it's trifling or not. We'll find out. But I do see you getting attention. I see you getting attention and people wanting to know more about you, maybe more about what you can do for them, maybe more ways of seeing small partnerships because that's all that they're willing to invest at this time. You know, this energy, Aries, is almost like you have some bird seed in your hands and you put it down on the ground and little finches come and eat it. You have finches coming your way, Aries. Let's find out more. Little finches coming for Aries. Okay. Are they just going to chirp and look cute as they hop, Aries? Is it going to be something more than that? Let's find out. I have 4 of cups. I have 5 of swords. I have 2 of swords. Aries. Something to anticipate. Aries, be careful how you spend your free time. Prioritize your free time, Aries. Bottom of the deck energy with Chariot, Hermit, Emperor. Emperor, of course, is Aries energy, the Fool. Aries, I see you being approached by people. I do. And I see Aries and them wanting to know more about you, maybe wanting to go and work in partnership with you. Aries, more than anything, I see them wanting to know more about you and possibly what they could get from you. I don't know in this energy, Aries, necessarily. I try not to be negative, but I see what I am seeing. I see people seeking more of what they can gain from you than necessarily what you can build together or what they can give to you. I see a whole bunch of birds that look really cute as they, eat their bird seed around you. And they could chirp some cute chirps. But I also see it, Aries, as there could be some time wasters coming your way. Be careful what you involve yourself in. See how much time you spend in people seeking your attention. And put caps on it, Aries, because there's probably more important things that you need to be focused on, dealing with, talking to. Strict time management is important for you, Aries. I see that as being really important for you, Aries. Because ultimately what's coming your way is a whole bunch of small fry, small birds. Chirp, chirp. And sometimes that has its place, Aries, but I feel like that can take up a lot more time than what will be beneficial for you. Even if you feel, Aries, like there's a potential for something more to come to it. If you feel that way, Aries, then I would go and push for some sort of concrete signs that is actually going to relay in something or result in something more substantial, because otherwise it could be time wasting. Okay. Let's check out something to anticipate for Sagittarius. do we have for Sagittarius collective? I want that card, Sagittarius, but it's not coming out easily. It's okay. There's many messages, Sagittarius, to go and get. Something to anticipate for Sagittarius. Time, Sagittarius. I don't know if time is now or if you should be a little bit more patient, Sagittarius. Well, I see some impatientness here, Sagittarius. You could be wondering whether to let something go or to pursue it in this energy. 4 of Cups with Wheel of Fortune, bottom of the deck energy, all this Gemini, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I invite you again. You could be thinking about a Gemini, but I also invite you to go and see if you have any Gemini in your chart. Where does that sit? Is that what precisely you are worried about, Sagittarius, and wondering if you have to let go of? In this energy as well, Sagittarius, you could be thinking about emotional connections. And maybe you have your heart set on just a really solid connection in general. Maybe your heart is set on someone very particular. But ultimately, whatever you've had your heart set on, you haven't seen the validity to build towards that. There's only so much you can do on your own, so much. You can only go as far. You've gone as far as you could go on your own energy, your own steam, your own fumes. Should you let it go? Should you hold on? Should you, what should be done? This is time, lots of time. Strong Gemini. Let's find out more. Strong Gemini with Cancer. Then if I was to dig a little bit more, we have some Libra. I didn't realize that King of Pentacles and Queen of Swords was sandwiched with a 5 of Cups. Sagittarius, are you saying that you have to be a pragmatist now? Do you say you have to be a realist now? See things as they are? Well, I don't know, Sagittarius. Don't get hardened, Sagittarius. Don't get jaded, Sagittarius. Let's find out more, something to anticipate. So we have Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune gets a High Priestess. 2 of Swords. And the World. Something you haven't considered, first of all, Sagittarius. Maybe you've overlooked it, Sagittarius. Maybe you haven't overlooked it, Sagittarius, but you just haven't actually given it credence that this could be. Are you thinking about someone very specific in this energy, Sagittarius, or is it more the idea that's coming your way? You have Emperor, Justice, 7 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Something very definite is coming your way, Sagittarius. What is coming your way? You don't anticipate. But Sagittarius, you don't necessarily anticipate, but you feel it. It's probably why you're in the seesawing energy of I should let this go. I should be a pragmatist. I should be a realist. Deal with the facts at hand. Not quite, Sagittarius. You know, Sagittarius, just like when we make actions and when we say words, it leaves an impact also too when you have very strong emotions, which is all that we're doing right now. At least a good portion of this channel is looking at the emotional impact. Every thought, every emotion has a very strong imprint as well. Leaves a very strong imprint. And ultimately what I see here is Sagittarius. Something's going to reveal itself to you. Now, we do have some very drawn out time cards with Wheel of Fortune in the world. We are also entering and nearing the end of the year, beginning the next year. Energies that are coming up here significantly are whatever it's called, Libra and Pisces. So we could be talking about this period from, what is it, fall to early March, early spring. And then also twos can be significant in this energy. Just showing out what's here, Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, very first thing I'd like you to anticipate. Sagittarius, what have you been feeling? Some nagging feeling. I don't know if it's a reoccurring dream or dreams that when you wake up, are you haunted with a particular type of emotion? If not, what has happened? But I'd like you to pay more attention to that which is unseen, that which you feel. Maybe it could be as simple as your daydreams or meditation sessions. Whatever you do, Sagittarius, when you do it in your non-directed thought processes, I'm going to call it that. And as I said, with Wheel of Fortune and the world, a lot of time has gone by. Something is emerging. It's not even like a new season is beginning for you. Something is literally birthing. Something's coming forward for you out of the shadows. So Sagittarius, don't get hardened yet. Instead, Sagittarius, that which you have been really, really, really hoping for, and that which you have also perhaps thought, said, well, maybe I should see the reality of what's been happening. Sagittarius, don't look at your present reality of what we see in our five senses, what we see in our waking moments. There's other things that are happening around you, Sagittarius, other messages to be shared. Find out what they are for you. I don't know, maybe it's staring at an open flame, Sagittarius. Maybe that's keeping a dream journal, Sagittarius. But something is birthing for you. Something is coming forward. Something is going to emerge. So stay supple, Sagittarius. Embrace curiosity, Sagittarius. You have a surprise coming for you, Sagittarius. All right. Let's check out our final sign. That is Leo. Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising, Leo 8th house, Leo 12th house. Little meow meows or big meow meows. All right, Leo. What do I have for the Leo collective? What is something to anticipate for Leo, King of Swords, and Strength? Of course, Strength is Leo energy. Well, first of all, Leo, you're in demand. You're valuable, Leo. People see you as valuable, Leo. People don't want to lose you, Leo. People could try, Leo, to go and, I don't know, keep you happy with where you are or something. As I said, there's some possessiveness here. Also, too, what works now is great. Why change it? Works now because we have Leo. I see Leo love for you, Leo, but it's a bit controlling. They keep you in a cage, Leo. Feed you lots of yummy food, Leo. Something to that extent, Leo. They keep you. They want you to stay where you are. want you to stay beside them. People see value in you. You bring value to whatever you are around. So know that, first of all, Leo, you are like, again, the sun. You make places, people, situations better. You just do. You bring sunlight, Leo, and with that you bring growth and you inspire. Okay, yeah. So Leo, first of all, know that. I don't know if you are aware of it, or maybe you should be more aware of it. Well, we can always be more aware of the positive, but you need to be aware of that. You need to be aware of how valuable and special you are. And also, too, Leo, in order for you to really shine at your best and to really impart your gifts, Leo, it's when you are with people, when you are with others. Don't necessarily have that much of an impact or that much strength, Leo, by yourself in independent or hermit energy, but you have this, you really thrive, Leo. And with some more audience that you have, or the more visibility that you have, but when you're with people, when you're at least with one other or more. But we have a King of Swords. Something to anticipate for Leo. You know, King of Swords tells me, Leo, first of all, that your gifts are known quite acutely by others. That's the first thing a King of Swords energy tells me. I have the World, I have the Hermit, and I have the Devil. Okay, Leo. You know how sometimes those astrological stereotypes, they say certain things, Leo, like, oh, Pisces is wishy-washy and dreamy, or Leo is showy and so forth. You know, those kind of stupid things. Cancer is a crybaby, etc. And Leo, what I'm getting here, first of all, is you are not appreciating, seriously, how special you are and what you have been giving to others. You seriously have not been valuing your presence with others. And rest assured, Leo, the people that you've been around have been valuing and grateful for what you have been imparting for them. Leo, what I have here is something to anticipate. Essentially, what I see here is manipulation and a little bit of isolation. I see people trying to monopolize you. I see people seeing what a great asset you are to have around them, to be concerned with them, to put your strength and energy and activity and care, etc., towards them or towards their goals. That just like a bird singing beautifully out in the trees, or a bird singing beautifully in a bird cage in a room. There's someone here who wants to keep you in a bird cage. And Leo, something to anticipate. There's more for you to do. There's more out there for you to do. There's more that you're meant to do. And other people around you, Leo, will try and keep you corralled to where you are. Something to anticipate. You have much greater range, Leo, to be, I don't know, to be or to go, to do. And something to anticipate. Consider the people and circumstances around you, because they like you where you are, Leo. They value you where you are. They value you. They don't want to lose that. But I don't know if that's what's best for you, Leo. I don't think so. Something to anticipate. You can be doing much better things, bigger things, bolder things than what the current circumstances or people that are around you are allowing you to do or to go. Leo, they don't want you to shine to your full ability, shine to your fullest strength. That's something to anticipate, Leo. Maybe, Leo, as I said, you think about when you're counting your blessings or your gifts, Leo, are they small things? It's good to be grateful for the small things and the large things. I mean, we just came out of Thanksgiving, Leo. But Leo, there's also knowing your worth. And all that I'm getting here, Leo, is that you're underselling yourself. Maybe you think you already are, like, enough celebration of self, but in the energy that I'm getting, no. And also for what is being reciprocated towards you, not enough. Consider that, Leo. All right, so thank you everybody for the likes. I might be back with another reading while my connection is good. I will see. I might be back with one of the readings that I do for the weekend. But if I do, it'll probably be within the next half hour or hour. We'll see after I eat something. But thank you for your time, and until next time, bye-bye.